So, your voice, let's sort this out. How long have you had this sort of throaty thing for?
Maybe less than 24 hours.
Oh, right, okay. Well, it's not been here long. It's quite easy to get rid of, isn't it? Yeah, that's okay. And slow down, down, all the way down as you float down. Now, there is a part of you that's responsible for your health. This part of you is responsible for your health and keeping you well. That's it. And that part of you has done a really good job keeping you well almost all the time. Just occasionally things slip past. And I want to talk to that part of you. When that part of you that is in charge of keeping you well is ready to talk to me, that part can say, "Hi, I'm here," and it can talk to me. Hi, how are you? That's good. And what is it you do? Are you in charge of keeping well? Okay, that's good. And do you have a name? No, you don't have a name. Okay, that's fine. Now, something seems to be happening at the moment because bit of a sore throat, yeah? Okay. And is that an infection or is it something you've eaten? It's an infection. I think it probably is an infection. Okay. Now, what I want you to do for me, if it's okay, is I want you to do two things for me. The first thing I want you to do is really, really now, if you're responsible for the whole body, I want you to start really repairing that infection quickly. You can do that for me, can't you? You know how to make this body well, don't you? You've been doing it for years. So I want you to concentrate now all the resources you've got into your throat. All the resources you've got into the throat to start making it better and better. And instead of it taking 2 or 3 days to heal, within 24 hours it'll have gone. All those resources to heal that throat infection. And making this throat infection well is so easy. You've done it so many times before, but now you can do it so much more quickly. That's it. And in fact, just as we're talking about it, you can already feel, can't you, all those resources going towards your throat, making a big difference to how you feel. Making a big, big difference to how you feel. And as we continue to talk about your throat getting better and better, you can feel all those resources concentrating in your throat. You can already feel a huge difference. Like you've had lots of antibiotics, it's making a real difference. That's it, better and better. And what you'll find is that inflammation in your vocal cords that's causing you to speak differently, that's starting to go away, isn't it? Can you feel it already going away? That's it. And what's going to happen is in a few minutes' time, when I ask you to open your eyes, you're going to find that you can speak, perhaps not completely normally, because the infection's still there a little bit, but much better. And you know how to do that, don't you? That's it, as you go deeper and deeper down. And all those resources just gathering at your throat now, making it better and better. And now I want you to, because you're obviously in charge of keeping this body well, what I want you to do for me is I want you to just go deep inside your throat and find the part that deals with how you sound when you speak. And you can start to feel that. Everything realigning itself so you can speak more normally. And I don't know whether it's going to take 30 seconds or a minute for that to happen, but quite soon what's going to happen is all those vocal cords are going to start to realign. You're going to find it much, much easier to speak in a more normal way. And I say, I don't know whether that's going to take you 30 seconds or a minute, but when that's done, you can give me a big smile and you can say, it's done. Good, that's good. And in fact, what I want you to do for me is I want you to go back to that same place again and realign those vocal cords and just make it so it's easier and easier and easier to speak. And what will happen is instead of it coming out as sort of a bit like that, it's going to start to sound more like that's it, more like your normal voice. Clear all the rubbish. That's it. That's it. It's so much easier then. All that phlegm's gone, and it's just so easy as you go down and down and down. And the part of you that's in charge of keeping you well is very powerful. Finds it so very easy to make these changes. That's it. That's it. And now, if you're going to, as you did before, but much more effectively this time, clear those vocal cords so you can speak clearly. And every time you clear your throat, you're just going to find yourself going deeper and deeper down. That's it. All the way down there. All the way down, that's it. It's such an easy and comfortable and beautiful and natural thing to do. So easy to heal this body. So easy to speak more normally. And whilst your throat infection obviously won't have gone straight away, within 24 hours you'll find it will have gone, because all those resources are now speeding to your throat. Like having a jab or antibiotics, it just takes away all the swelling. And you can already feel it starting to change, can't you? It's so easy for you to do this. That's it. Feeling so good about yourself. Throat feels great. You feel on top of the world now. In fact, there's a dial. I want you to imagine there's a dial in front of you. Now this dial is marked happy. And it goes from 0 to 10. And 10 is incredibly happy and 0 is really, really pissed off. Where's that dial setting at the moment?
8.
At 8. What I want you to do for me is I want you to get your hand and I want you to reach up to that dial and change it from 8 and turn that up. Turn that happiness up. Pick this hand up, reach for the dial and turn it all the way from 8, all the way up to 10. That's it. Oh, it feels so much better, doesn't it? Wow. Doesn't that feel fantastic? Oh, wow. That's wonderful. That's great. Well done. And the better you feel, the better your throat feels, the better you feel, the better you feel about yourself. It feels absolutely fantastic. It's a wonderful feeling, isn't it? As you go deeper and deeper down, all the way down, deeper, 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 deeper down. That's it. And in a minute I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. And when you open your eyes, you're going to be amazed how fantastic you feel. In fact, you're going to feel better than you felt in days and weeks and months. Better than you felt for years. Just feel together and everything's brilliant in life. You feel wonderful. You feel really good about yourself. And your throat's really starting to get going now. That's it. You get rid of that silly throat. You don't need that anymore, do you? You just feel... People who feel this good don't have sore throats, do they? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's it. Clear the throat. And then just clear that throat. And every time you clear the throat, you just go deeper and deeper down, all the way down. Throat clearing just makes everything so much easier till all that nasty stuff's gone. And you just feel so much better. That's it. So much better. And every time only I touch you on the shoulder and say, sleep. Or look at you across the room and point and say, sleep. You just find yourself just drifting off to this beautiful place you're in right now. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're saying, whenever I and only I touch you on the shoulder and say, sleep. Look across the room and point at you and say, sleep. If you're sitting, that's great. If you're standing, you'll remain perfectly balanced, perfectly safe. Just drift down into that beautiful, relaxed place you're in right now. Such a wonderful, wonderful place to be. And now that dial's turned up at 10, it's almost impossible to stop smiling, isn't it? You feel so good. Absolutely. That's it. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. And the part of you that deals with being well, you can go back with the others. Thank you. Open your eyes for me. That's it. Good. Now, how do you feel?
Yeah, fucking wow.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Feel good?
Much better.
Better, yeah? Yeah? You sound a little bit better.
Yeah. Do I sound better?
A little bit. A little bit. A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's good. Do you know the best thing of all? You feel great, don't you? Yeah, that's great. That's good. Feel absolutely fantastic. And it's good. Sleep. Down, all the way down. As you float down and down. Deeper, 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 all the way down. Feeling so good, so comfortable, so relaxed, so fantastic. That's it. Deeper and deeper down, all the way down. And these wonderful feelings just won't go away. Now you've turned that dial up, you feel fantastic. In fact, you know how to turn that dial up on purpose now, don't you? So you can always have that. Being unhappy is something you don't have to do ever again. Because you can always get that dial wherever it is and wrench it to 10, and that's where it'll stay. That's a wonderful skill. That's a lovely thing to be able to do. That's it. And all those resources collecting at your throat, just making that throat infection just disappear as quickly as it's possible for your body to get rid of it. And it'll just go away quite soon. You'll be talking normally again. You're feeling absolutely wonderful. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. That's good. So, throat feels better, yeah?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, well, you've got a throat infection. I mean, that's the top and the bottom of it.
But, you know, I feel like I can talk at least, which...
Yeah. You were struggling before, weren't you? Yeah?
And these women won't know what's happened tonight, will they, Harry?
No, mate.
No, but you feel great, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to. If he feels great, you'll exude Well, other than
Greatness
and opportunity, yeah, which is great. No, it's fine. But luckily, you'll be safe from all those girls because it's only I that can point at you and go, sleep. And down, deeper, and deeper, and deeper down, all the way down. Floating down, 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 all the way down as you float down. So comfortable, so relaxed, so calm. That's it, feeling so wonderful. And I want you to look again at that dial in front of you that we turned up to 10. Do you remember the dial we turned up to 10? If you look very carefully, you'll find it doesn't go up to 10. It actually goes up to 20. It's at 10 at the moment. And I want to get this hand and turn it up to a number that you think you should feel like. 20 is probably too much. But 10, maybe a little bit more than 10. What would you like it to be at?
14.
14. What a good number 14 is. So pick up your hand and turn that dial to 14. And when you turn it to, you can just feel it. As you turn it, whoa, you feel fantastic, yeah? Who needs shots? Fabulous. Absolutely 14. Now don't get greedy, will you? More than 14 is greedy. Yeah, that's good. You feel absolutely fantastic, don't you? That's wonderful. And sleep down, deeper and deeper down. Now in a minute I'm going to bring you back to full awareness. And when I bring you back to full awareness, for the rest of this evening, you are going to feel absolutely 14. Yes? 14 volts, yeah? 14 on the dial. You're going to feel absolutely wonderful. It just won't wear off. It's fantastic. Everyone you talk to, you'll feel absolutely fantastic. Mr. Charisma, Mr. 14 volts, yeah? Yes. Wonderful. Yes, that's fantastic. It just won't wear off. Your throat's getting better and better and you feel absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to count to 5 and only on the count of 5 you'll be fully awake, but still feeling fantastic.